Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda. We're going to be doing the very first TBR of 2023, and I already filmed this once, and then my computer died, and the only footage that was saved was all the rolls that I did because I had filmed that on my phone, and so I still had that separate from the computer. So we are just going to jump right in to the first roll. I'm using this little flag as our marker to move around, and I'm going to scoot this out of the way to do roll number 1. 12. Okay, so for the first roll, I rolled a 12, and I landed on Community Chest, and that is reading the next book in a series. So I went... This is all on the video that we missed. But anyway, I went to my list of series that I have, which it's a lot. And I did a random number generator and I got Isabella Maldonado as my author. And I just am now caught up on the Nina Guerrera series, but not on her Veronica Cruz series. So I am going to be reading, I have it written here, sorry, Blood's Echo by Isabella Maldonado. And that is for roll number 1. Here's number 2. Okay, roll number 2. 10. Wow. Okay, for roll number 2, I got 10, and I moved all the way around to chance. Now, when I roll a chance card, that is a physical book. So I went back here on my shelf and I randomized the shelf numbers. I randomized the shelf. Then I randomized the books on the shelf. And I ended up with Final Cut by S.J. Watson. So I'm going to be reading this in January. Next roll. Roll number 3. 7. Okay, I rolled a 7, and those up at the top in the purple, those are my Book of the Month books over on this shelf. And before I started, I randomly picked 3 of them and put them on my thing. And the one that it came up was The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this one in January. I'm going to erase that off the Bookopoly board. And before we start next time, we will randomly pick a book to add into that space. But this is the Book of the Month book. I'm excited about it. Roll number 4. 3. Okay, so for roll number 4, I got a 3, and that moved me around to the side where I go to my StoryGraph, and I pick the 5th book down in the, earliest added or whatever, and it was a middle grade book called The Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Meadowstone. So that one, I'm really excited to get to that and see what it's going to be about. Like, it sounds so cool. And roll number 5. 12. Okay, so as you can see, I landed on income tax, and that means I get to buy a new book for January. That doesn't count as book number 5, so we're doing another roll number 5. 1. Okay, so I rolled a 1 for the second roll number 5, or roll number 6, if you will, and it landed on NetGalley. So I went over to my NetGalley shelf, and I am going to be reading In the Shadow of Lightning by Brian McClellan. This looks like it's really cool. It's the beginning of a new fantasy series. I mean, it's new to me. I don't know when the actual book came out because I'm still catching up on my NetGalley stuff, but it's on my NetGalley shelf, and I will be reading that in January. Okay, so that was it. That was all of my rolls. Those are the books that I will for sure be reading in January. One of the things that I wanted to know was, after I finish these books, should I record myself rolling again and just keep going like that until the month is over or until we're creating the next TBR? Or should I just not record it and keep rolling on the thing. I just want to know what you guys think. Like, do you want a mid-month video where I say, oh, okay, I've read those books. Now here's the next 3 that I'm going to do. Or I could do it more like a vlog style for the week and roll and record that book and then roll and see what happens. Like, I could do it that way. During that vlog, we could also go shop for the book that I get to buy. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. And that's what we'll do going forward. But I am so excited for the 5 books that I am kicking off the year with. I have already gone into my journal. If you saw my journal video, I have already gone into the journal and I've written down these 5 books that I am starting January with. So they're in my journal, they're official, and I cannot wait to get started. Out of these 5 books, 3 of them are part of a series, and they're all the first book in a series. So I guess I won't be reading fewer series in 2023. Thank you for joining me for the TBR game. Let me know your thoughts down below on how I should continue after I finish reading these books, whenever that is during the month. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.